I feel like if you could be a fly on the wall, if you could pay money to be a fly on the wall in this living room for the past 10 minutes, you would do it. I'm not saying that because I'm like,
show me in my underwear?
I'm not going to show you.
Okay.
I'm not saying that because I'm full of myself. I'm saying that because it was, the last like 5-10 minutes has been truly entertaining, I'm sure, for somebody on the outside looking in. I go through like spurts where, and I think it's got to be like the position of the lower baby A, because I'm just guessing, because that's where, like, down in your hip region is where your sciatic nerve is, and on each side. Normally it's my left sciatic nerve, but this right sciatic nerve lately has been unreal. Like, when it gets aggravated or pushed on or whatever is happening, it is brutal. I cannot walk. Well, I can walk. I can't hinge forward at the waist. So like picking anything up off the ground is completely out of question. So anyway, I was texting my Aunt Laurie, who is a physical therapist, and I have one stretch that I normally do for my sciatic nerve pain that almost always works, or at least makes things better. This right one is a different beast. Like, I can't hike my leg up to get into my vehicle, and I don't know, it's hard to explain like what certain things in life are limited by it. But anyway, I was texting her and I'm like, my normal stretch doesn't work on this for some reason, and she's like, well, it's probably because the baby's in a position that's pushing on it. And so anyway, she was having me try a couple stretches, and one of them was the pigeon stretch. And so Brad is doing his co-pilot workout. I can't show you.
No.
I'm not gonna show you.
I'm in my underwear. Can they see me in the window?
Yes. I mean, you can't see any detail. So Brad's doing his co-pilot workout in the living room in his underwear because he got hot. I guess is it because you're hot?
Yeah.
Starting to get sweaty.
Right.
And I came over to just like a little patch of the rug to do this pigeon stretch, but little did I know I was gonna get stuck in the pigeon stretch, and like no matter which way I tried to move my leg, it was shooting pain. You guys will have to let me know if you ever had sciatic nerve pain in pregnancy. My sciatica. See, everyone was like, if you've ever had it, you would never make fun of somebody that has it. And I just feel for people who have it chronically. Like, they're in chronic pain from sciatic nerve pain. I cannot imagine, and I feel for you, and I hope you get, like, my Aunt Nancy is one. She has scoliosis really bad, and so she gets, I mean, for a while she was getting epidurals to block the pain that she was having on a constant basis. And now she has, I mean, she's tried like every experimental therapy. They installed a device in her spine that she could like, she had a thing that she charged, and she would like charge the thing that was in her spine, and she's since kind of given up on that. But anyway, I can't imagine living with this with no end in sight, it just being a part of my life forever. This luckily has only been like a part of my pregnancy journey ever, with a few random outlying times. But anyway, so I'm like rolling around on the floor trying to figure out how I'm going to even get my leg in a position where I can get up without it like taking my breath away. And Brad's trying to do his co-pilot. Like, the way co-pilot works is you have consecutive exercises, and then there's like a periodic time for rest, and then the next exercise starts. And I'm like rolling over all around the rug trying to figure out how I'm going to get up. Too proud to let him like pick me up.
I was going to say, I offered multiple times
to just like pick me up and put me in a chair. But I was afraid that would hurt worse. So yeah, there's no need to pay us to be a fly on the wall, because I just described Brad working out in his underwear, trying to work out around me, rolling around like a beached whale, trying to get up for 5 minutes.
breathing heavily.
And Brad's like sweaty.
We're both. Can you see sweat on my butt crack?
It's not made your underwear wet yet.
Okay, good.
It's rolling down your butt crack.
I don't know.
Oh, gross. Oh yeah, so today, maybe one of the most fun, adorable experiences of my parenthood journey so far was Mother's Tea at the twins' preschool. It was so cute. They did a lot of preparation before today's event because it was just really cute. So like you kind of dress up in a springy outfit. The hang up was that Bear is not used to wearing dress pants. I mean, he hasn't, with COVID, we haven't dressed up. Actually, he dressed up for Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
He wore dress pants, but he was very anti-structured pants this morning.
Aren't we all kids?
I know, and he's wearing basically nothing but sweatpants for the past year, so I understand, like, that feels weird than when you put on jeans for the first time. But it ended up being fine. And so anyway,
they're khakis, not jeans.
they were comfortable for dress pants. They were kind of like a white boat pant. You know, if you go sailing and you wear some white slacks, kind of like that.
I'll have to put the picture.
Yeah, we'll have to insert a picture here of, the one of me sitting with them while we were having tea. You can't see his legs. But anyway, they had a skit that they had practiced, and Lyndle had the lead and did very, very well.
She did great.
Of all of the kids, I feel like she was the only one you could actually hear.
And the only one that knew their part.
And the only one that knew their lines. And then she was like feeding them, some of the other ones, their lines. It was really cute. So they did a little skit, and then they had 3 songs that they sang, which were really cute and had motions. And then we had tea and fruit and soup, like, served to us by the teachers at their preschool. So it was really a neat event, and they do it every year. And then they do something with the dads, and I'm not sure what it is. Probably something very similar.
Hopefully it's beef jerky.
Well, it's called Dad's Day Out, which is confusing because it's like, I'm sure they stay at the school. But anyway, got to do that this morning, and I had a dress picked out that I was gonna wear. Luckily it didn't fit because it was really cold today, and it was like a shorter dress, like above the knee. But when I put it on this morning, like, I thought I was gonna have plenty of room. I put it on, like, cinched it up, and then, you know, if you take your hand and like tuck your hand under your belly, it made it to where the dress was just like barely covering up my underwear in the front. So obviously that didn't work. So I wore like a long dress. I feel like I'm chatting with my girlfriends right now. Ended up wearing a long dress with a jean jacket, and I stopped by, I had a little bit of time in between Mother's Tea and work, and I stopped by my parents' villa. This is for you too. My dad is the king of making comments that he's joking and he doesn't even know what he's saying.
Right.
Or that it could be taken as offensive. But I walked in and he's like, "Is that your little sister's jean jacket?" Oh, he says stuff like that all the time. But I guess that's all I had to say. We have a couple of videos where I think I like honed in on Berend Lyndle enough that I don't want to show any of the other kids in their preschool class. But we'll insert a few clips or pictures of Mother's Tea so you guys can see that.
This is a drama about a woman and a bowl of soup. A drama that is set to music is an opera. So this is a soup opera. A woman walked into one of the finest restaurants in the city and was seated at the very best table. Give me 1 second. Okay. a waiter appeared with a menu. I don't need a menu, the woman said.
I don't need a menu. Just tell me what kind of soup you're serving today.
The waiter smiled and said,
This?
onion soup. The woman said,
That sounds delicious. I'll take a bit.
the waiter promptly returned with a big bowl of onion soup. He set the bowl down in front of the woman. He turned and began to walk away, but was stopped.
Stop. Excuse me.
Said the woman. The waiter lifted his arms and sang, "What seems to be the problem here?"
I can't eat the soup.
What did you say?
What did you say?
Saying,
What seems to be the problem here? I can't eat the soup.
What did you say?
What did you say? I can't eat the soup.
The chef slapped the ladle in her palm, thought for a moment, and said,
I'll have to get the police.
a policeman strolled in wearing his hat, and she sang,
What seems to be the problem
"Here."
here? I can't eat the soup. What did you say? I can't eat the soup.
The policewoman stroked her chin, thought for a moment, and said,